now from 21Alive Plus, this is your Fastcast.
Good morning and thanks so much for joining us. Today is Tuesday, February 11th, and we want to begin this morning, as always, with a quick check of your first alert weather forecast because we are still tracking that icky, wintry, I was going to say mix, but wintry mess that we're going to be dealing with, it seems like, tomorrow night into Thursday. We did the same thing kind of similarly last week, Liz. Walk us through what we need to know again this time because your data's changing a lot.
Yeah, you know what? You're so good. I can't brush over it. You adding icky to the repertoire of words that you've used to describe this system. I need to have an ongoing notepad to write it down. You used nasty, gross, and now icky.
I'll come up with a new one tomorrow.
Yeah, the triple threat. Get ready. I can't wait to see what tomorrow you're going to say.
Oh, I've already got it.
Let's talk the latest on how things are looking. Again, that messy weather system, some might say icky, is going to be Wednesday and Thursday. So the time frame on this generally kicking off around 4 p.m. tomorrow. So the evening commute tomorrow is going to be heavily impacted, and so is the overnight drive. As we go into Thursday morning, the system wraps up around 1 to 2 in the morning, but our alert day extends into 7 a.m. as I expect that this will cause delays and slowdowns for the morning and the possibility, of course, of school delays as well. Snow and ice will be divided across the area. In fact, I'm showing you a general snow map right now with no numbers just because those are flexing a lot across the region and they're really going back and forth. But the overall kind of contour of where things are still looks to lock in similar to what I was showing you yesterday with the main divider right around US 24. Areas along US 24, including some kind of tricky zones around Wabash, Huntington, Allen and Paulding counties are going to have a mix back and forth of snow and freezing rain. So this zone in particular is going to be very difficult to forecast for because I'm expecting ice and snow to kind of melt and refreeze and stack up again versus to the north of that, Kosciuszko, Whitley, Noble, DeKalb, LaGrange, Steuben, Williams counties, I expect to be exclusively snow. And these are the areas where we'll have moderate to heavy snowfall. In fact, those areas already this morning in a winter storm watch ahead of this system. Now to the south, especially southern Huntington County, throughout Wells County, Adams County, Van Wert, Grant, Blackford, Jay counties, you're looking to have perhaps a light trace of snow, but more so freezing rain. That freezing rain divide, as I mentioned, pretty much right around US 24. You can already see that cutoff for itself. Within the span of one county, it is going to be a sharp contrast. You could go from anything from about 2 to 4 inches of snow to nothing and all ice, and especially that ice thread is difficult to see, so that's going to be certainly something that's going to pose a risk in itself. So let's go ahead and time it out. Around 2 o'clock tomorrow, seeing some light flurries and a little bit of light freezing drizzle in a few areas. In the evening commute, things are widespread. Heavy snow showers at times limiting visibility and causing slick roads, and freezing rain right around that 24 corridor into the south. Overnight, that freezing rain divide becomes a little bit more pronounced, we'll say, right around US 24, again, really splitting the area. Normal rain stays well to our south. That's only going to be closer to Muncie. Unfortunately, that's not going to bring us any relief. We're just kind of sitting ducks waiting for the system to be done, which won't be done until close to about 1 to 2 in the morning Thursday. And then as we go into Thursday morning, we're just left with the icy mess. So commute times tomorrow morning, no issues, but throughout the day into overnight, we're giving you the red light as I'm expecting things to be treacherous Wednesday night into early Thursday morning, Jess.
Okay, and as you were kind of saying earlier, this is something that is changing a little bit at a time. So definitely, like we always tell you guys, a good time to get the 21Alive First Alert Weather app because, as we said, it's changing, so you want to stay up to date. Okay, Liz, thanks so much for the updates. We have a couple of stories to tell you about this morning, beginning with a police investigation into a shooting on Fort Wayne's South Side that left a girl badly hurt. That happened last night at the Black Pine Flats apartment complex on Fayette Drive. That's just off of Decatur Road. When officers got there, they say they found a girl with gunshot wounds. We're not sure exactly what her age was, but she was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Now, there's no word on any arrests yet this morning, but Fort Wayne police are asking that anyone with information about this shooting contacts the department or Crime Stoppers. Well, Fort Wayne's biggest festival is not going to happen this summer. This is causing a lot of controversy and a lot of discussion on social media this morning. Last night, the Three Rivers Festival Board voted to declare bankruptcy and call off this year's event completely. Now, bankruptcy has been on the table for months now, and the festival board pushed the city for more funding and eventually resorted to a failed crowdfunding effort to keep TRF afloat. They were looking for about $450,000, and that crowdfunding effort only got about $1,200 to put it into perspective. So last night, the board said they only have about $5,000 in the bank. They say there is hope for the future, but there really needs to be some change in who's involved in running the festival. One of those board members says he believes the growth of downtown has choked the festival, causing it to just cost too much. Obviously, this is a staple here in the Fort Wayne community and a loss to a lot of people like myself who grew up in Fort Wayne going every year to this festival. And while there is definitely no 2025 festival, organizers say they are trying to look forward to seeing how they can make it work and come back hopefully in 2026. But that's all we have here for you guys today. My live look is gone. This keeps happening to me. What a bummer.
Hold on, I'll bring you some in-dot cameras.
You know, I was going to bring up a picture of you and me, Liz, and we could just smile and wave, but maybe the in-dot cameras are going to be a better look as people head out the door. It looks like everything's pretty much clear out there on the highways. We hope you guys have a great Tuesday, and we're back here again tomorrow.